1967.
Okay.
That was the.
Around
I'm not
the
sure
late
what year
60s.
it was, but it was the first appearance of the Black Panther Party. The Black Panther Party starts in '66, so it was most
Okay.
likely '66
Yeah.
or '67. That was their first appearance they made. The Black Panther Party. I mean, I really can't even go into the whole history of the Black Panther Party because I won't be able to keep going. It would take me hours to give
For
you the
real,
full
a
history
lot
of the
of
Black
history.
Panther Party.
A lot of
However,
history.
some of their most notable acknowledgments, I want to acknowledge the free breakfast program where
The
they
free
were giving
breakfast
the
program.
kids in the communities free breakfast. I want to acknowledge that 2/3 of the Black Panther Party were women soldiers and the only 1/3 was men. I want to acknowledge that. Women played a huge our women were a huge part of the Black Panther Party and the leadership. You know what I mean? A lot of those young members, you know what I mean? I read in Mumia Abu Jamal's his history of the Black Panther Party, We Want Freedom. He was talking about one brother was going to the brothels. He was going to the brothels, and one of the female captains had to check him about it, and she was like, "Nah, nigga, we don't do that." She said, "If you can't find someone to do it for you, you do it yourself. You don't go to the brothels." So, you know what I mean? The women Panthers was putting those youngsters in check. You know what I mean? They're putting niggas in check, making sure niggas was, you know what I mean, on their Black Panther code. You know what I mean? They were a warrior code. They were samurai, which is why I've identified the link between Huey P. Newton's ideology of revolutionary suicide and the war scrolls of Bushido. You know what I mean? It's honor. They were willing to fight against the empire even if it meant their own destruction, which is very similar to the samurai being willing to die for the honor of their commitment to their lords. You know what I mean? The Black Panthers, their master who they were fighting for was the people. The love of the people, you know what I mean?
Right, power to the people.
So I also want to acknowledge Fred Hampton.
Fred Hampton
was one of our greatest Panthers.
Man.
He was organizing working class whites with blacks, and that's why they killed him, because they couldn't have that. He could have rose up and become a Black Messiah. He had the leadership, the charisma. He was an orator. He could get up on the podium and, you know,
he was only like
everyone.
21 when he was shot.
Yes, 21, 22.
So it was impressed. That's
He
impressive
was already organizing.
He was hella young. He was already organizing.
They had to take him out. They went into his apartment, murdered him. They showed up. Cops showed up with machine guns, fired through the apartment. His pregnant girlfriend was in the bed with him.
Yup.
They killed him. He died on his floor in his apartment, in his, you know what I'm saying, in his
Rest
fucking
in power.
underwear, you know what I mean?
Rest
A
in
great
power, Fred
man
Hampton.
was gunned down by the police and had to die in his boxers on the floor of his apartment, you feel me?
Yup.
So rest in power to Fred Hampton, you know what I mean? And the Black Panther Party, they understood that the enemy was